Hello. It's been a while. I cannot get my audio working or the music working, so this is going to be a quiet stream. So, sorry everyone. I'm not quite sure what happened, but yeah. Hello Chase, and I could sing, yes, but I mean, I'm so good, I don't want to get a copyright strike, so probably just avoid that. Okay, so I think tonight I'm gonna make an animated GIF because I have not made an animated GIF in a very long time. And when Earth Day happened, sorry, I gotta crack my can here. When Earth Day happened, I was like, I should do an Earth Day GIF. And then it was very quickly not Earth Day. I am going to make an Earth GIF, and it's just a whenever Earth GIF. So I'm gonna do a little dancing Earth. And that's the plan. So, first things first, I need to draw a flat version of a world map. Because that would be the basis of my Earth. Because it's going to look like it's spinning, but we're going to fake it with a circle and a flat map just over top of it. So this looks like a... Can't see what I'm looking at, but I am copying an image of a map, and I am pulling it into Illustrator. There it is, all its glory. We're all in there. So we're just gonna make a quick vector, pretty, simple outline of the Earth, and then we'll go from there. So make every day Earth Day, kids. That's that's a good way to live, I think. Okay. So I sure do love maps, and I'm looking forward to doing this. Yeah, so it's just gonna be a little dancing Earth. And I think that'll be fun. So yeah, the idea will be that it'll be a circle, like a globe, and this map will be underneath its eyes and mouth, and it'll just be sort of moving in a loop. So it'll sort of look in a very primitive way like a rotating globe. And then we'll add some arms and legs and have it do a little dance. And then loop that dance and make it into a GIF. Because I have not made a GIF in a long time. I also have not done a stream in a long time. So I'm trying to remedy that. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're all having an enjoyable evening. Globe looks flat to me. That's a good one. Well, it's for the people that believe in this sort of thing. The world's not ready to learn the truth about the flat Earth or the hollow Earth. I don't know how many of you have seen, well, I know at least one person in the chat has seen the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie, but there is a lot of a lot of information and belief put into the Hollow Earth theory, which I guess had been teased in all of these sort of like lead up movies for this, none of which I have seen, although I feel like I probably should at some point. But yeah, they straight up go to the middle of the Hollow Earth, which is where all of these titans and giant creatures come from. Hey, so many people. I'm glad everybody's doing well. I just gotta not do a stream for 2 months. I gotta figure out some sort of schedule for this, because I was doing it weekly, and I think that may have been too much. I'm thinking maybe every 2 weeks I'll do one of these, because I do enjoy it, but I feel like I don't have enough uh, things to talk about if I do it too frequently. Not much happens to me over the course of a week, but 2 weeks I think that could work. So yeah, I'm just using a mouse right now. I considered breaking out the tablet and doing this in Photoshop and then bringing it in to Illustrator and making it a vector, but I figure this, I kind of like the idea of like the chunky, lots of strong angles. I don't want it to look too organic. I want my Earth to look rather inorganic, just like humanity is making it. Social commentary. So maybe I will make this. There's a subreddit all about maps that don't include New Zealand in it. Maybe this will be one of them. Who knows? Johnny, you were promised tacos. I'm sorry, I have no tacos for you. I wish I could help. So for some reason, this time, Facebook comments are coming in. I have like a program that is like aggregates my chat across, because I'm doing this on Facebook, I'm doing this on Twitch, and I'm doing this on YouTube, so I can see, you know, where you are watching. And I've got everyone all across the map here, but in the past, Facebook was not pulling in, so I had it open on my phone, and I've got it open on my phone, and it is not auto-refreshing, but at least the chat is coming in through my little app, so I can see those of you who are chatting, and thank you. I maybe did a little too much detail. I am still on North America, and there are, or I guess the Americas. That's 2 of 7 continents. We're 2/7 of the way there. Cannot reduce that fraction anymore. Canada's got too many islands. We didn't have all this stuff up here. Go a lot faster. But if I leave it out, all the folks out on Ellesmere Island will be all up in my grill. And I don't want that. That's the last thing I need. More Ellesmerians yelling at me for perceived faults. Maybe I should have brought Taco. Should have just done Benji. Yeah, I'll do an Ancient Earth one. That would be... When I was thinking about this, I was like, maybe I should just do a happy face dancing, and then I don't have to do a map. But, I mean, where's the fun in that? Okay, we're just finishing up. This is not whatever this one's Baffin down here. But, I don't know. I don't know the names of all of them. Maybe I should. We're on to Greenland. So I'm sure many of you know this, but where's the Dire Straits? I It really took me quite a while there to figure out why you would ask that question. I'm like, are they from Greenland? But it's because there is a strait right on the screen. And then you made a joke about a different strait, but it's a band. So I'm sure many of you know this, but there are the way that we draw maps, because we are taking a sphere and making it into something flat, it really distorts how things actually are. So Africa ends up looking approximately the same size as Greenland on most maps using the Mercator projection, which is more or less what this map uses. When Greenland is actually much, much, much smaller. So the Mercator projection, which is, I believe, this map, or very similar to the way this map is laid out, is made to have left to right straight lines so that when you are crossing the ocean, if you go in a straight line, that follows, like the Earth, like a straight line on the Earth. So it's for that. I feel like I'm messing this up, but yeah, basically the way that they, it's very difficult to do all these little points here and also talk at the same time, but I'll do my best. Yes, the way that these maps are made really distorts how they actually are on the Earth, and as a result, Greenland and things close to the poles end up looking much bigger than they actually are, whereas things at the equator end up looking much smaller. So Africa ends up looking much smaller, when in fact it is absolutely massive. And the reason being that because it's flat, the top of the Earth, if you think of a sphere, like the top of a sphere is not the same width as the middle of the sphere, but if you stretch it out that way, it'll mess things up. And then, you get into the whole area of, because people in Western society have been looking at these maps for so long that they minimize the plight of those in Africa because they don't think it's as big as it actually is. But we won't get into that on this stream. But there's a scene from, what was that show? The West Wing, where in typical Aaron Sorkin fashion, a bunch of cartographers come to speak to the White House very eloquently and quippily about how the Mercator projection is awful, blah, 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 blah. But if you want to look it up, it's actually quite entertaining. But no one in ever in humanity has spoken as eloquently and with as many quick jokes as Aaron Sorkin seems to think people talk. I blew it. Yeah, I did. I should have come prepared with more information about the Mercator projection, but I did not expect to be talking about it. But when you don't have any music, you feel the need to fill the air. So we're making our way around the Arabian Peninsula right now. Got Iran, Pakistan. The Indian subcontinent. Make making our way over to Bangladesh. And now into Southeast Asia. And there it is, Malaysia. If Phil was here, my friend Phil spent his childhood in Malaysia and wastes no opportunity to tell people about it. I'm sure it was lovely. Fill the void with West Wing. Yeah. That is the only information I have about West Wing. I did not watch it when it was on. Don't want to miss these islands. We got Sri Lanka. We gotta get Madagascar here. Is this Sardinia? Cyprus. If you look at Cyprus, it looks vaguely like, I don't like that that's just a box. It looks vaguely like the outline of the lower 48 states, so like continental US, but obviously much smaller. I always thought that was neat. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So, where is it? Is it right here? The Sinai Canal? Is that... Wait, how am I saying? Is that the right... Where that ship got caught. That happened in between my streams. That was pretty funny. I saw a tweet. Johnny, we'll get to go see They Might Be Giants someday. They've rescheduled it to 2022 now, but they're still honoring our tickets, so hopefully by then we will actually get to go see them in Buffalo. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I already forget. Once again, too many islands. We should drain the oceans and just have land. Just land and one big lake right in the middle. That's how I would fix the world. A mega lake. I guess you could conceivably say that the oceans are the mega lake, but it's these islands, that's the problem. That's why they don't let illustrators do foreign policy. And also lazy people like me. Somewhere in this area is Tuvalu, which is offered a free domain, .tk domain, to anyone who wanted it. One of my first websites was a .tk domain because I wanted to be cool, but I did not have any money to get a .com. So .tk it was, because it was free. And now I believe that country is mostly underwater. Really bringing myself down here, holy moly. Sometimes there just aren't enough rocks, you know? I believe that. I think that's true. What's the name of that canal? And remember that I was going to be talking about that. The something canal. I've got 2 of the 3 words. Suez Canal. There it is. Thank you, Chase. Yes, I saw a tweet when that thing was stuck in the Suez Canal. And they said, you know, once it gets free, the next ship in line will have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever in existence, which would be to get stuck immediately afterwards. I thought that was very funny. Also, the picture of that single backhoe trying to save the there we go, Tuvalu? I said Tuvalu. The entire fate of the global economy all rested on that single backhoe that was trying to get the largest ship ever built out, unstuck. A lot of memes out of that one. Thank you, Matt. You were just moments slower than Chase to get me the information. But I appreciate it. I'm glad you all could remember. I said Sinai, and that's the peninsula, which is near there, but it is not the name of the canal. Dun, dun, dun. Since we're making our way around the coast of Australia, did you know that the largest man-made structure is in Australia? And it is a fence that was created initially for rabbits, but then also for dingoes or wild dogs to prevent them from getting from the center of the continent into the populated areas. Because there really is a whole lot of nothing in the middle of Australia. And yeah, it was overrun with rabbits. So they built this giant fence. And it's huge. I saw it's basically like, I'm gonna mess it up, but something along this size, basically. And yeah, keeps the rabbits and keeps the dingoes from getting into the populated areas. It seems to be working well. Steve Irwin, rest in peace. What a guy. Speaking of 90s television, started watching the original Iron Chef again lately, because I just sort of saw a couple people post about it on Twitter. It's like, I loved that when I was a kid. So I found a bunch of there's basically every episode is on YouTube. And it's so silly. It takes itself so seriously, and it's just so ridiculous. And the dubbing is part of the fun. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it holds up. I have very much enjoyed watching it, and I plan to watch more. I considered setting up a viewing party for some episodes, but I don't know how into it other people would be. Maybe it's just for Joey, who knows. Okay, here we are, making our way around Russia. In starting to watch the Iron Chef. Oh. For those of you who are tuning in now, usually I do have music, but for some reason it is not working, and I have tried numerous things, and it just doesn't seem to want to work. And I was running out of time, and rather than delay the stream to try and get the music working, I figured I would just start the stream. Maybe I will put it on my phone and just have it play quietly in the background. Hopefully the microphone will pick it up. Okay. Count me in for the Iron Chef. All right, well, Courtney's on board. Okay, let me see here. Let me see if I can get some music going. Because this is... I've already exhausted anything I could talk about. Wait. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to put my speakers on. Dun, dun, dun. Little inside baseball for you here. Looking at this globe made me think of the country song. From Animaniacs? Oh, did I get around to watching... Sorry, I didn't see that. I have not watched them yet. I've seen a bunch of clips. It seems like they are very funny, as I would expect. Okay. I think I'm going to have to have a noise gate. I'm going to turn that off. Okay. So I've got music playing. Let me know if it's too loud. And then also let me know if you can hear it. But judging by the... And also let me know if it's cutting in and out. Let me know everything. I want full details on this. But yes, I was reading up on Iron Chef and some of the notable battles. And I guess Bobby Flay did one. And he went up against Morimoto. A bit of a precursor, because then Bobby Flay became an Iron Chef in Iron Chef America, as was Morimoto. But during the Bobby Flay one, I guess his something electrical on his work surface, like, was not properly grounded, and he got like a mild electric shock, and then ended up losing and blamed it on like Kitchen Stadium being faulty and everything. He seems like a bit of a whiner, so I feel like he was just looking for an excuse when he lost, but I mean, I don't think anybody wants to get shocked. Unless they are shocked with good news and not electricity. Okay, making our way around the phallic countries. And we got Estonia and Latvia. Poland. Germany and Denmark. It always seems weird to me that Greenland is just part of Denmark. It's so big. It's so much bigger than... I realize there's hardly anything there, but it's like... It's so much... Like, this... Let me grab my pen here. This is Denmark. Right there. And this is Greenland. And again, because of the Mercator projection, it looks much bigger than it actually is. But it's still big compared to Denmark. Why do they get it? It should be its own country. Greenland has a great flag. It doesn't follow the... They got there first. Yeah, I guess that's... that makes sense. I saw a Kids in the Hall sketch not too long ago. They were just very bizarre. It was Dave Foley explaining how to make a comedy sketch. So he was like narrating a scenario, but like when they would show him, he was sitting in a chair on like a on like a black box theater, but he had an IV in, and the IV is not discussed, which I guess, you know, it's just silly. It was funny, but yeah, the did we get everyone? Oh, I haven't done Antarctica yet. And I guess I should get some of these tiny islands here. New Caledonia. And Vanuatu. Fiji. Yes, so he is describing how to make a comedy sketch. And then in it, it's like, let's think of a scenario. He's saying it like totally deadpan the whole time while he has this IV in. A man wakes up and finds that his chest has been claimed by France. And it's just a guy laying in bed. And then a man dressed up like an old French explorer says, I claim this chest for France, and puts a flag on his chest. And then it says, and now every sketch needs conflict. Like, what if someone else came and claimed the chest, and then like a Portuguese explorer comes and claims it for Portugal? And that was basically it. It was very silly. I don't remember how I got onto that talk. Chase is saying that I should watch Superstore because Mark McKinney is at the top of his game. I love Mark McKinney. I feel like he was criminally underused at SNL. And yeah, I feel like I gotta watch Superstore. Is the music okay? Am I too quiet? Or is it too loud over top of me? This is very... It's tender. Alright. Alright, we're making our way around Antarctica here. Dun, dun, dun. So, once this is done, I will be able to show you what I mean by just having it loop. Like a light hug. Hey, if that's something that I can give to all of you on this trying times, I'm glad. Okay. Now we can turn off the map. Wow, it's the Earth. We did it. Okay. So I'm just going to make a quick outline of the actual globe here. And then we will fill it in. Now, the one thing I do need to make sure is that... Oh, well, whatever. Need to make sure that where it crosses here is also where it crosses there. Oh my goodness, it does. It works. The system works. Beautiful. Okay. Turn this off. Connect these two. And now we can fill it in with live paint. Actually, I can probably just... I don't think that's the green I want to use. There, I like that. And then let's find a nice blue. Yeah, maybe a little darker. And a little more. Okay. There. Here's our Earth, and I'm going to save because I do not want to lose that. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Wonderful. Okay. So the idea will be that I will have a circle like so. And then in the animation, I will just have this scroll. And then when it gets to the end there, I'll just have it start again. So I guess I probably should have... Let's come all the way out so that the ocean... Okay. Where are my points at? There we go. Bring this over. Ooh, I like this song. Okay, so run into a bit of a problem here in that at the top here, Alaska and Siberia need to basically touch, meaning I'm going to have to move Australia and Papua New Guinea and New Zealand and all of my little tiny islands over to the other side. I'm going to have to move Hawaii over to this side. So let's do that. I just want to make sure. Okay. So I'm going to bring this over so it just touches the edge of Australia. And then the rest of these, New Zealand, and will come over here. And then Hawaii will come over here. Don't get mad that this is not a perfect map, but it will serve its purpose. Okay. Now, so yeah. I guess I should probably make Antarctica white. Because it's ice. Maybe white is too bright. We'll do a very light blue. There. Okay, that'll work. Okay. So we don't want this clipping mask right now. So there's our map. Okay. So now that the map is done, we're basically not going to touch it or use it at all until we move into Photoshop. So we're going to move that over there, and now we're just going to work with a circle. And we're going to... Oh my goodness. Okay. So this will be our globe. And we're going to give it some little eyes. And we're going to give it a mouth. And then it's going to dance. We're going to give it some arms and legs. So I think we'll do... I don't like when circles are too perfect, so I usually fatten up the bottoms a little bit. Make it a little ovular. And there we go. That's where our eyes will be. And then we'll just give it a tiny little mouth. And so I haven't decided if I'm going to do just colors or have like strokes around everything. We'll put this on its own layer and have it underneath just so that we can see that we're picking colors that make sense. So let's have nice outlines on everything. I think we can maybe even go a little thicker than that. Yeah, I like that. Got her. Oh, thanks, Chase. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Okay. So fill the eyes with white, and then we will do just grab one, shrink it down, fill that with black. Oh, I'm not you. Oh, this is one of my least favorite things in Illustrator is that the swatches black is not RGB black, it is CMYK black. So if I am not paying attention, I will use CMYK black, and then it really is not that big a deal. But yeah, the blacks end up being the wrong. One is lighter than the other because it's not made for the same color system. It really doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. There's our Earth. A friendly little fellow. Maybe we'll give him some eyebrows. Oh. Okay. I like it. And then what I might do is to even add to the... Oh, you know, I did say that I don't like perfect circles, and then I made the Earth a perfect circle. So let's fatten up the tops a little bit. Top and bottom. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. And what I might do is add... a blue gradient. Flip that around. Just on the edges. And set it up to be... Oh, no, not overlay. Multiply? No, that's too much. I don't want it to Not sure what I'm looking for. Maybe blue isn't the right color. Or maybe the blue is just too strong. Let's make the... let's... Yeah, that works. There we go. Here's our happy little Earth. Little... Okay. And now we need to start making the extremities and the frames for the animation. So let's see. How do I want to do this? Okay. And then I do want to have... I'm going to put the eyes on their own layer. And then I'll need a blink as well. So for the blink, we will get rid of the pupils. We will get rid of that. Whoa, what's going on here? There we go. And then turn off the fill. Ah, there we go. There are 2 copies in there. There we go. So there's eyes open and blinking. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to have a couple different feet. So we'll do a sneaker. I'm glad that you think he's pretty cute here. I think he's pretty cute too. Also, I don't mean to gender the Earth, but who knows? They are pretty cute. Okay. So basically anything I do on the left, I'm going to do on the right, so I'm just going to do it on the left right now. Okay. Here's a simple little shoe. And then we're going to want... So we're going to put that on its own layer. What am I doing? I want to color that. Okay. I'm going to use live paint. And we'll make the sneakers... we'll do pink. Yeah. That'll go nicely with the blue. Okay. And then we're going to want one where the shoe's sort of pointing up, like the toes pointing up. So we'll do... Just going to draw over top here. Okay. That's the sole. Just give me 1 second here. There we go. The points and like little arms for moving the curves were black, and because I have black right underneath it, I could not see them, so I had to turn that to a different color, so now it is cyan. Okay. This doesn't have to be perfect because it is... kind of want it to look a little different because it's going to be part of the animation. Okay. And we'll fill that in. Oh, no. I was selecting the earth as well. I don't want that part of the live paint. Okay, object, live paint, make. Did I forget to put the sole of the shoe? Yes, I did. Okay. I'm adding it in after the fact. Okay. Fill in the sole and the tab. And then we'll make the bottom of the shoe a light gray. And then set the... There we go. And we'll do one more. That's all the way up. Or even further up, I mean. Da, da, da. I made a copy of the layer, but I don't want that. I want to see the layer below, but then I want to draw on top of it. Okay. So we're gonna go all the way up. And then never been good at drawing shoes in perspective, so hopefully this turns out okay. I guess I've never really put a lot of effort into trying, which is part of the problem. I was in high school. There was another guy that was big into art, and he would get like art books, and he would like actually put time and effort into like trying to learn how to draw things properly and like with like figure drawing and stuff, and like I never found interest in that. I would basically just try and copy comics and then have sort of found my own style, but I feel like it's a lot of laziness. I'm not gonna be a professional artiste, or at least like a, you know, like a life drawing artist. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing because I like it. Okay. $10. We're an hour in. It's coming along. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. So we'll do the live paint on there. Fill in that. Fill in that. And that. And you know what? I feel like this needs to be stretched out a little bit. There. So now we've got our 3 shoes. And then we'll do the legs separately. Okay. So those are our feet. We'll just keep the one open. And then we need our hands. Or do we just have feet? How lazy am I feeling? I don't know. I might just do feet. I kind of like, it's partially laziness, but it's partially, I kind of like the look of just the earth standing on 2 feet. So that's what I'm gonna do. And the earth can blink. And it'll be spinning, or have the illusion of spinning. Okay, so let's figure out our foot dance routine. So we'll have the leg there. And we'll make that pretty thick. Be in behind everything. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll have this flipped over here. And there's our Earth on 2 feet. Maybe those need to be closer together. Whoop. All right. So we got our little tootsies and our legs. And we'll probably just animate one side and then we'll figure out the loop for one leg. And then when we do the other, we'll just flip it and offset it by half so that the legs are not doing the same thing at the same time. And it should look like it's dancing or hopping or doing something fun. Okay. Or is it just walking? I don't know. We'll see how this looks. Put the leg in here. Bring that back. Okay. Maybe I want these legs to be long. I think that might be fun. So let's move everything up. And we'll bring these down. Pretty close to the middle. And then that'll give us more room for like a knee bend. How will this look on both sides? Reflect vertically. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay. Okay, so now we're just going to... I've said this numerous times. Work on the animation. How do I want these legs to move? So we'll bring that one there. And then... Actually, no, this should have more... Because the legs are longer now, we want a bit of a knee. And then this one we're going to bring out. Lines have a gradient on them, so I should probably get that off. There we go. And then we will go back to this type of foot. Bring it in. I'll do a bit of a circle, I think. Bring this up. What do I have? Do I have 2 lines here? I do. I do. Okay. And once again, it has a gradient on it. Okay, take that off. Let's rotate this foot. Why do I have 2? Okay. Bring that up there. And then this is really getting into how the sausage is made, so apologies if this is getting boring. But we are very close to actually making the animation. Because once we have one leg animated, we can pull all of these assets. Oh, excuse me. Pull all these assets into Photoshop and we can start making it actually do a thing. Which is fun. Okay. And this leg. Bring here. And that should be the in-between of the beginning and end. Straighten the leg out a little bit. And I think that will work. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. Now we got our earth. So we're gonna save the face. And then we're going to save. Oh, right, because I moved it. Okay. Bring these up. Oh. Okay. We'll do the blink face. Okay, and then leg 1. Leg 2. Leg 3. Leg 4. Leg 5. And finally, leg 6. Okay. And then we will save the earth. Dun, dun. As the full width. And there we go. Okay, so now we are moving into Photoshop, so I can change scenes. Okay, here we are. We're going to create, we're going to open up the face. And we've got our timeline down at the bottom here. And we're just going to bring in everything over top. And then I'm going to make duplicates of the legs and pull it, do it on the right as well. And then it's just a matter of showing and hiding layers until we have a loop. Or showing and hiding layers for each what do they call it? For each frame of the animation. Oh my goodness. And then make a loop. Okay, so blink face, leg 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring these in. So let's do a quick test just to see how we like one leg. Create a video timeline. Okay. Go to leg 2, leg 3, leg 4, leg 5, and leg 6. And loop it. Leg 2 and leg 3 are the exact same. What happened here? What have I done? I thought something was messed up there. Okay. Leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, leg 4. Well. Okay. Okay, we'll bring that. Give it a bit of a rotation. Because we want this to be in between leg 2 and leg 4. Yeah. Okay. We have a new leg 3. Leg 3, save and replace. Okay. Delete that leg 3. Bring in new leg 3. There we go. And then there we go. What is happening? Okay. Because I was not showing leg 4. There we go. Look at him go. He's dancing to the beat. Okay. So, we will put all the legs in a folder and call it left. And then we will duplicate that folder and call it right. And we're going to show all of them, select all of them, and go to transform, flip horizontal, and bring them over to here. Okay. always got to remember that when you do something in an animation, you need to do it on frame 1 so it propagates through the rest of the thing. Okay. All right. So let's turn on all our legs. There we go. So there's our little dancing legs. And then we will have, and then when they blink, they blink. Okay. And then underneath all of this will be the earth. And we'll scale it so it fits. Or it is. Okay. And then we need 2 copies because when it is half off, the second one needs to be half on. So we'll bring that over. That all lines up. And then these go underneath. And we need to put those in a layer and put a mask on it that only shows it underneath the earth here. And then once we get the movement of the earth, or you know, like the continents and the legs going, we'll probably move the whole thing up and down a little bit just to add a little bit of additional motion, even though we didn't include that in the actual in the drawings we didn't include any of that, but we will do that. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay. So basically, yeah, that's the movement. Okay. So we're not going to worry about the earth just yet. We're just going to focus on the legs and get that animation right. And we're not going to do the blink yet. We'll add that in. So we will start with, because it's a 6 frames of animation for the legs. So we'll start on leg 3 for the right and leg 1 for the left. Okay. And then the next frame, leg 2 and leg 4. And then the next frame, leg 3 and leg 5. I was going to be jumping. Cool. And then leg 4 and leg 6. And then leg 5 and leg 1. And then leg 6 and leg 2. And let's see. Nice. I like it. I like it very much. Okay. So, even though the... Okay, so we'll go to frame 4. And on frame 4, we'll change it to a blink. Frame 3 and 4, we will have a blink, I think. Yeah. I like that. Is that blink too long? Should it be shorter? You know, I think I'm going to do 12 frames of animation for the actual rotation of the Earth. So we'll do a blink every 12 frames, but the leg animation itself is only 6 frames long. So we will duplicate these 6 frames. So now we've got 12 frames of animation. And then on frames 8 and 9, we'll do the blink, I think. Yeah, I think the less frequent blink, although I didn't line the blink up properly. That's gonna bug me. So we are going to select and I need to follow my own advice and do this on frame 1. Okay, select the blink. And we're gonna do, just so we can see this better, a color overlay on this. Okay. And then turn on the eyes. And then move this up because I want the blink. I don't want there to be vertical motion in the blink. I just want it to be eyes closed and eyes open. Okay. So turn off blink face here. And then in 7 and 8 is, I think I said, where I want the blink. 7 and 8. Okay. Let's take a look. Beautiful. I like it. Okay. So now we need to just make some smooth motion of the Earth going from frame 1 to frame 12. So we're just going to move, we're going to move it fully. How do I do this smoothly? What is the distance I need to move? Let's figure that out. So the width of the Earth is or no, it needs to move. We'll split because on the last frame it needs to be just before what the first frame is. So it needs to move 11. Each movement needs to be 1/11 of 100%. So 100 divided by 11 is 9.09. So each movement needs to be 9%. So how can I do that? How can I do this? Edit, transform. in Illustrator, you can set like the X and Y coordinates. Can I do that in Illustrator? I don't know. This is just me problem solving at this point. But we're almost there. It's 10:30. We're almost at Dancing Earth time. Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to Hey, why is this so difficult? Okay. Move. I'm going to... Okay. I'm back in Illustrator for a second. And we are going to split the map into 11 parts. And we're going to color code each part, and then we'll know to move only to the next color. We'll know that each column is 11 or 9%. Oh my goodness. Okay. So a good way that I know, or that I use to split things evenly is I will create squares. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now I've got 11 squares that are touching, and then I'll just set the full width, or set the width of all of the selected items to the full width of the canvas, and then I know that each of those sections is equal. So we've got 11 sections here, so we're going to just color these different colors. And then we're going to overlay this on top of the map. And we'll know to only move one column each frame. And then we will hide this. So just need to make sure that this is the same size as the map itself. I'm sure there's a way to do this without doing it this way, but this will work. Okay. Okay. Columns. And I need to make this the same size. Wonderful. Okay. So now we have a striped ball. But now we know how far to move these. Oh, and I didn't do it on the first frame. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. First frame. Okay. All right. We're on our way. Apologies for the wait. All right. Let's go. So, frame 1 doesn't move. Frame 2, we move from red to yellow. Frame 3, we move from to green. Frame 4, we move to blue. Frame 5, we move to red. Frame 6, we move to yellow. Frame 7, we move to green. Frame 8, we move to blue. Frame 9, we move to red. Frame 10, we move to yellow. If this doesn't work, I'm going to be very sad. Oops. Frame 11, we move to green. It's 12. It's not 11. It's 12. Okay. We're so close. Okay. Uh... Okay. We gotta delete that out. Okay. We will add a blue, and then resize, save that as columns, and then go back in and oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Back in Photoshop. I'm back. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Columns, earth. Let's pull these back in. Gotta do it on frame 1. Okay. All right. And then we need a second earth. That to touch the edge of this one. Make sure that we don't have a seam. Pull those into the group. Resize as needed to fit our little globe. Okay. Okay. We're gonna make it happen. Okay. We've got our columns. What is happening? Everything's messed up. Okay. We'll get there. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Dun, dun. Okay. So, 1 doesn't move. 2 moves 1 column. 2 moves 2 columns. 3 moves 3 columns. I gotta use the colors. I can't remember. Okay. Last one was blue. Now we're on to red. And then yellow. And then green. And then blue. And then red. And then yellow. And then green. Part of me thought I'd get to the end of this and had messed it up again, but it seems like I did it correctly, although I might just be shooting myself in the foot now. And then to blue, which is the last column before we restart. And then we go back to frame 1 and we delete the colors, and we will zoom out and hopefully have a rotating Earth that is dancing. Let us see. We did it. It's amazing. I'm so happy. Okay. So, what we are going to do is on the frames where the legs are both fully in the air, we're going to move everything down slightly. So we'll go 1, 2. What happened? No. What happened? No. What is happening? Okay. Okay. All right, that is working. Frame 2. Okay, so I went down 6. So on frame 3, I will go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then on frame 4, we'll go down 6. Because on frame 5, we have a foot on the ground, so we want it to sort of bounce. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we got a foot on the ground. There we go. Hooray, super cool. Well, thank you. I'm quite happy with it. So we got a little dancing earth. It's spinning. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I think I'm going to call it a stream. It's 10:42. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. I think that's not too bad. And then this will be up on Giphy. And a sticker, hopefully by tomorrow. And thank you so much for tuning in. And hopefully I'll be able to fix the audio so that I can actually pipe the music in to the stream rather than have it just play on my speakers while I'm going. But I'll figure that out another time. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope everybody has a good night. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.